Record session started. Yeah, today concept name is inheritance. Today concept name is inheritance. Today concept name is inheritance. Inheritance. Inheritance is the one of the concept provided by Java, which is used for extending the parent class stuff to child class. Parent class stuff to child class. Inheritance is one of the concept provided by Java, which is used for extending the parent class stuff to child class. Extending the parent class stuff to child class. So for example, here you need to remember A extends B. That means A extends B. That means B properties will come to A. A extend B means B properties will come to A. A extends B means B properties will come to A. B properties will come to A. So for example, here I am taking three classes. For example, I am taking one father class. So father class I am writing two functions. One is earn, other one is drive, and I'm taking another class, son class. Here also I'm giving two functions, drink and smoke. I'm taking another class, grandson, play and study. See, here observe carefully. Yesterday we have taken only one class, that by class, under class we wrote functions, and from main method we call the functions. Yesterday we taken one class, that is a by class. So only one class we have taken. So just under class we wrote functions, and from main method we call the functions. But today class is different. So today here we are taking three different classes: father class different, son class different, grandson class different. So first of all, before going to inheritance, first of all we will discuss how to manage different classes. Not only single class, here we are taking three classes, and we will take another class, main class. So four classes, how to manage four classes. First of all we will discuss, after that we can discuss inheritance concept. So A extends B, that means B properties will come to A. Now here for example I am writing son extends father. What will happen? Son extends father. Son extends father. What will happen, Sayed? Father, son. So father having two properties. Son can get four properties. Son can get four properties. Okay. Now I am writing grandson extends son. What will happen? Yes, he will get six properties. So this is the inheritance concept. All the parent class properties we can extend to child class. All the parent class properties we can extend to child class. That is the inheritance concept. First of all, how to manage different classes we can discuss first of all. After that we can go to inheritance concept. Right. So first I'm going to Eclipse, take the new project. Project name is Java project. Click on next. I'm giving project name is Syed. Click on finish. No. Come to SRC, take the new class, father class I am taking. I am taking only one class. I am not taking any main method. I am not keeping any public static void main string args method. So I am not keeping any mark. Simply I am taking only single class, father class. Only I am taking father class. So if you want to write the function, you can write it. Public void earn. Non-static function I am writing. Public void earn SYSO control space father earning. I'm writing another function drive public void drive SYSO control space father driving father driving. So I'm writing two functions in father class. I'm writing two functions in father class. Save. Go to SRC, take the another class. Son class I'm taking. Finish. Here also I'm writing two functions. Drink and smoke. Drink and smoke. Drink. Son drinking. Smoke. Son smoking. Right. Here also two functions I'm writing. Now go to SRC. Take the another class. New class. Grandson. Click on finish. Here also I'm taking two functions. Play and study. Grandson playing. Grandson studying. Right. Have taken different classes. I wrote two functions. Now I want to take main class. I want to take main class. Go to SRC, take the new class in her. Now keep the mark public static void menu. Why? Because I want to call the function from main method. So if you want to call any function, that should be we can call from only main method only. We can call from main method only. So I want to call the father class function. Father class functions are non-static. So if it is non-static, we need to create the objective. How to create the objective? Class name father, reference name f equal to new class name new father. Class name reference name equal to new class name. Father f equal to new father. F dot add now. F dot drive. You can get only two functions only. Next, I want to call the function from son class. Son is equal to new son. Son is equal to new son. H dot drink. H dot smoke. Next, grandson class. Grandson G equal to new grandson. G dot play you can get. G dot study you can get. So this is different classes. How to call the how to manage the different classes. Today concept is inheritance. Inheritance is the one of the concept provided by Java, which is used for we can extend all the parent class properties to child class. So now I am going to son class, and here I am writing son extends father. So father properties son can get. Save. Come to here. Son can get two more properties. He is getting or not check it. S dot and you can get it. S dot drive you can get it. Right. I'm going to grandson. We are writing grandson extends son. So come to your grandson. G dot and G dot drive. G dot drink. G dot smoke. That is the inheritance concept. So, uh, hmm. No, we can call only once. We can extend only once. Where? Right. Yes. Otherwise it will not call. Your voice is cutting. If I write son extends father, father properties son can get. So that's the reason here son is getting four properties. Now I am writing. Uh, hmm, hmm, no. Okay, if it is not there, then it properties will not come. So if I not extend, so properties will not come. It will show you error. Observe carefully. So I am deleting this line. So automatically here we can get errors. Automatically here we can get errors. Why? Because that are not belongs to sun class functions. So automatically it will show error. See, whenever I am try to write, so it will not give any properties. S dot n it will not come. S dot n, no, it is not coming. So whenever you are extends, then only you can get the properties. So yes, compulsory we need to call. Without calling the function, it will not come. Sun extends main functions. Yes, we are calling. That means we are calling. That means we are calling. S dot n, now it will come. S dot drive, it will come. Right. It is not showing any error. So just we need to mention extends as well as we can call the function from main method. We need to call the function from main method. Then only it will print. Okay. Sayed. Sayed. Hello. Sayed. 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 Sayed, are you there? Sayed. Sayed. Start recording once again. Yeah, this is the inheritance concept. Inheritance is the one of the concept provided by Java which is used for extending the parent class up to child class. That is the concept inheritance. Is it okay now? Right. Next concept. Next concept. Overloading. Next concept to overloading. Next concept to overloading. Hmm. Yes, if you want, if it is any function, if you want to call from another class, just we need to create the object. If it is non-static, we need to create the object and we can call all the functions from main method. Just you need to remember only one thing, the total entire concept says A extends B. That means B properties will come to A. Okay, right. Hmm. Hmm. Once again we need to call. If it is how many functions you want, you can call the functions only. Only declared functions only we can call. Yes, okay, okay. We can do it. See, here if you, only some properties only we can write it. So I don't want drive property. So just we can get only n property. Save, click on run. We can get the okay. How many properties you want? That many properties only we can get it. Yeah, declared. Sometimes if you want to use, you can use. Otherwise, you don't want it. You can't use. Right. Next concept, overloading. So here, inheritance concept, we should learn two things. One is how to manage different classes and inheritance concept both. Okay. Next concept, overloading. What do you mean by the overloading? If at all, a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args, comma, number of args type of args, comma, number of args. If we write, then that concept is overloading. If it all a function more than one time in a class, if it all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args, number of args, if we write, then that concept is overloading. If it all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args or number of args, if we write, then that concept is called overloading concept. For example, if at all a function more than one time, if you write automatically, it will show error. If at all a function more than one time in a class, if you write automatically, it will show error. But here I am writing only one function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args or number of args. I'm changing the number of arguments and the type of arguments. So then that concept is called overloading. If at all a function more than one time in a class with different arguments like type of args, number of args, if you write, then that concept is called overloading concept. If at all any function, if you write more than one time, it will show you error. But here I'm taking different arguments. Different arguments means type of args. I'm changing type of arguments and I'm changing number of arguments. So then that concept is called overloading. Same function I'm writing number of times. So how we can yes, if it is any function, if you write number of times, automatically it will show error. If you tell a function, if you write number of times, automatically it will show error. But here I'm writing, I'm changing the number of arguments or type of arguments, so it will not show any error. So I will show you. Right. Go to SRC, take the new class over. Keep the mark public static void admin, click on finish. So declare the functions. Under class, we will declare the functions. Public static void add. I'm writing one add function. Int A, comma, into B. Two arguments I am taking. This is the function. Function bracket required. Into res equal to res into res equal to a plus b. A plus b. Already I told you variable. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a one memory location which can hold a value. That value will be changed in future number of times. So into a equal to into variable equal to value into data type variable name equal to value into res equal to a plus b, and res means it is a variable, so equal to value syso control space res. So one function I wrote same function I want to write many times. So once again I am writing function, once again I am writing function. Same function if I write automatically it will show error. If I write same function many times in the test, it will show error. Why? Because add function I am writing 3 times. So if you write any function many times, so automatically it will show error. But here I am, what I am doing, so here I am writing int c. So this is the different arguments. It will not show error. So in the place of int, so here I am writing double. So it will not show error. So first one and second is example for number of argument example. First and second is example for number of argument example. First and third is example for type of argument example. First and third is example for type of argument example. So now we can pass the values. Now we can pass the values. Add 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20. It will execute first function. 10 comma 20. It will execute first function. Add 10 comma 20 comma 30. It will execute second function. Add 0.2 comma 0.3. It will execute third function. So same function I am writing, number of times. First and second is example for number of argument example. First and third is example for type of argument example. So here we can pass the values. If I click run, answer is 30 60 0.5. So that is the concept to overloading. If I tell a function, hmm, 10 comma there is two arguments, int a comma int b, two arguments. That's the reason I am passing two values. So it will execute first function. Just no. Just there are two arguments. If I write, for example, here I am writing four arguments. For example, I am writing four arguments. Automatically it will show error. Automatically it will show error. See, it is showing error. Why? Because there is no four arguments. First function. Uh, uh. So it will execute third function, second function. Based on the we passed, we declared some arguments. We are passing values from main method. It will it will not execute first function, right? Arguments. Hmm. Right, right. Next concept. Why we are writing void every time whenever I am declaring the function I am writing void. Why I am writing void? I don't want any return value. That's the reason I am writing void. If you want return value in the place of void, we need to mention the data type. Once if you mention the data type, it will automatically give the return value. Void. I will change the script to just first of all you should understand. So why I am writing why I don't want any return value. I don't want any return value. That's the reason I am writing void. I don't want any return value. That's the reason I am writing void. If you want return value in the place of void, we need to mention the data type. Data type means into, double, char, string, in one. If you want to return value in the place of void, we need to mention the data type. Once if you mention the data type, it will give the return value. Once if you mention the data type, it will give the return value. So in the place of void, I am writing void. In the place of void, I am writing the data type. I am writing int data type. So automatically it will show you error. Why? Because if you write into, that means it will give the return value. So we need to take the return value. So simply we can write here return. So it will not show any error, right? So in the place of void, I'm writing data type int. So it will give the return value. So return In the place of void, I'm writing double. In the place of starting, in the place of void, I'm writing double, double, double. So if you write a double, it will give the return value. So return. So here we need to mention. So it will give the return value. That function, it will give return value. So we need to store into one variable, into x equal to, into, program will be lengthy, some lengthy, but why we are writing void, we can get it, double z. So we need to print here SYSO control space X, SYSO control space Y, SYSO control space Z. So here we are printing, we are storing on one variable, we are storing on one variable and we are printing. We are storing on one variable and we are printing SYSO control space Z. So here observe, okay, no need of any semicolons. Sorry, brackets, double quotes. No need. No need. So here observe carefully. If it is integer, if it is integer, if it is if it is integer value, we can't pass the decimal value. We can't pass the decimal value. Automatically it will show error. If it is integer, only we can pass only integer values only. If it is integer, if you mention integer, we can pass only integer values only. If it is double, we can pass the decimal values, sorry, integer values also. 4 comma 5. So we can pass the integer values, but result should be 9.0. Result should be 9, no, decimal. Here it will not take. So here, if it is integer data type, only integer values only we can pass. If it is double, we can pass the integer values as well as decimal values. Save, click on run. 49, 45, 60, 9.0. Okay. Yes, here we are writing, here we are writing only extra. In the place of void, we are writing data type. Once if you write data type, automatically it will give the return value. So just overriding concept, this concept, what is the main difference? If it is overriding concept, just we will write void. So in the place of void, we are writing data type. Once if you write the data type, hmm, overloading. So if it is in the place of void, here we are writing data type. Once if you write the data type, it will give return value. We need to store into one variable and we need to print here. So this concept is called overloading void. So if I tell another tomorrow our Java concepts will be finished tomorrow. If you come 7 o'clock, 7:30, so up to 9, 1.5 hour we have time. Within 1.5 hour we can complete entire Java. Okay, just to compulsory you should practice Syed, compulsory just practice this one. Here we are taking integer data type, take another data type like for byte, short, long, any data type. In the place of double you can take float data type. Okay, once try it. Okay na? Yes, this recorded file I will send you and I will convert this recorded file. Yes, I will send you now.